The potable water system is designed to safely deliver filtered hot and cold water to plumbing fixtures throughout the building. The water enters the building from a tap at the water main for the municipal water system. To make this tap, a drill and valve are mounted to a sleeve that clamps around the main without shutting it off. Once the drill cuts into the main, a water meter and a building cutoff valve are added to the service line along with a backflow preventer. The service line has a gooseneck to allow for expansion and movement. The line enters the building through a sleeve in the foundation wall. Water flow into the building is controlled by a building shutoff valve. It then enters a whole building water filter system. Taps for the yard hydrant and makeup water to the non-potable tanks bypass these filters. The yard hydrants are outdoor connections for maintenance. The makeup water is part of a feed to the non-potable tanks. This feed is controlled by floats in the recycle tanks that sense when harvested water for the toilets is low and needs to be replenished. The potable water flows through an air gap to prevent backflow and cross-contamination from the non-potable water system. Two removable canisters filter chemicals and solids. A treatment tank to condition the water supply is also shown. The design of the filter system depends on the quality of the water source and occupant needs in the building. Individual tubes are tied to PEX manifold to feed each floor and the hot water system. The longest of these tubes runs to the rooftop heat exchanger. This heat exchanger preconditions cold water with heat from a solar collector for use in the building. Water from the solar system flows to a heat pump that extracts heat from rising air in the light shaft and transfers it to the water. Hot water then runs to a horizontal water heater that stores and maintains water temperature and makes it available for the third and fourth floors. The first floor uses an on-demand recirculating pump for the shower room, while the basement uses an independent inline water heaters. The basement sinks and drinking fountain receive their cold water supply from a flexible tube running from the distribution manifold. Hot water to these fixtures comes from an inline water heater under the sink and in the ceiling of the janitor's closet. These heaters are capable of providing a continuous flow of hot water on demand with no heat or water loss from the upper floor heating system. Tubing supplying cold water to the first floor shower room connects directly to the lavatory sink and shower. Hot water is supplied within a few minutes when a timed demand switch near the sink and shower is pressed to circulate the water in the hot water lines. The pump eliminates line loss and minimizes waste from the tanks above. On the second floor, tubing from the potable water manifold connects to the drinking fountains and the lavatory sinks. Hot water is supplied from a riser extending directly from the hot water tank above. Since these fixtures are close to the hot water source, no supplemental heat is shown, though it could be added if the situation demanded. Finally, on the third floor, cold water supplies are similar to the second floor. The small diameter flexible tubing that extends from the basement again provides a simple and efficient way to deliver water to the fixtures. Note that the shutoff valves for both the hot and cold water supplies are provided under the sinks for every floor.